Hello there, everybody. Welcome into the stream. Hooray! I'm back. I'm Charlie Merriman. I'm merry by name. I'm merry by nature. And I'm very merry indeed to welcome you to today's stream. I hope, as always, that I can make your day merry. It's been a while since I've streamed a little bit of competitive Pokemon, and I've been missing it, you know? We're definitely going to be seeing some more competitive streams very shortly. I am, of course, a commentator and host for the Pokemon Video Game Championship Series, and I can't wait to get into this stream. So today, we'll be using the team that won the Japan Championships. This took place a couple of weeks ago. Of course, the most prestigious tournament in Japan is the World Championships next month, and you know, between now and then, there really aren't any competitive Pokemon tournaments, so this is going to be one of the teams to beat. There have been all sorts of tournaments recently, so we're going to be trying out different teams shortly and seeing how well they can do, seeing what people have to have their eyes on heading into the World Championships, of course the most prestigious of all the Pokemon tournaments in mid-August. So this is a team that has Calyrex, Shadow Rider and Zamazenta, two of the pair of restricted Pokemon, powerful legendary Pokemon, that is the one that's been most feared heading into this current format, and it's got Smeargle. And Smeargle is a tricky customer, my friends. Smeargle can put opposing Pokemon to sleep. It can also bolster the offensive prowess of any of its teammates. So opponents have to be very careful about it. But we'll take a much deeper dive into the teams very shortly. So good to see so many of you here. Shay, fantastic to see you again. Riley, brilliant to see you. Rich, Mr. Browser, great to see you. Glad you've been enjoying the BDSP Battle Tower. I missed that Battle Tower. Thank you all for being here, everybody. All likes and subscribes, hugely appreciated. Socials are linked below, all sorts of linked below. Channel members get full bonus videos per month. You can click on join and see what those perks are. Without further ado, I think we should hop into this team that we'll be using. Which, now I realise, I have not actually been getting my game set up ready to go for it. So, good. I'll just connect to the internet. Let's hop into the game, shall we? Well, that's good. Communication error occurred. Love that. Absolutely love that. Please try again later. Is now later enough? Oh dear. Maybe I should have connected to the internet before going live. Hello everyone, if you're just joining, thank you so much for being here. We now can't seem to connect to the internet. Details. Maybe busy. Well, yeah, it's only busy. I'm streaming. Well, that's a shame. Hello, great to see you, Double T. Thank you so much for your kind words. We are struggling to connect to the internet right now. Which isn't great when we're trying to do some battles online. Please don't tell me I have to end stream and restart. Oh. Ah. Wow. Well, that was fortunate. I really didn't think that would work, but here we are. Good. We're connected to the internet. I definitely should have got connected before I clicked go live. There's always so many things to juggle, aren't there? Good. Well, let me show you this team that we'll be using. Battle Stadium. We'll head to our rental teams. Borrow. And we are looking at this one. So, this is the team that Yuma Kinagawa used to win the 2025 Japan Championships. And I believe, in collaboration with Markus, Hamann, good friend of mine, fellow caster, and Aaron Traylor, they all built this team together. And just such a win for the three of them, and incredible. And, you know, as I say, this is going to be one of the teams that people are going to be fearing the most heading into World Championships, and Smeargle in particular. Smeargle is a Pokemon that's really been rising in usage. It, of course, can get access to 99%-ish of the moves available in Pokemon. As a result, its stats aren't the greatest, but with its ability Moody, it can randomly at the end of each turn boost or drop one of its stats, or two of its stats, actually. Which can really pay dividends. I was thinking about this earlier. Moody's kind of the perfect ability for Smeargle, because learning any move in the game is obviously pretty good. Moody, at the same time, makes it more viable. Just about enough viable, because its stats don't really have what they need to back it up. But also, mitigate the stats enough so that it doesn't totally run rampant in the format. It's got the Focus Sash as well, so it can take at least one attack and hang on with 1 HP. It's got Terra Grass, so we can get around Spores, and Smeargle itself has Spores to put opposing Pokemon to sleep so that they're useless for a turn. If any of this does make sense, it'll all be very clear once we get into the game shortly. Decorate, able to boost an allied Pokemon's offensive power, and then Follow Me so it becomes a center of attention, so one of your more offensive pieces does not get targeted, and Smeargle instead is the target of that move. And Fake Out, of course, means that it can flinch an opposing Pokemon, so it can't act on the first turn that it hits the opponent. And Smeargle is kind of, you know, the other 5 Pokemon on this team are pretty standard. Smeargle, by this point, is pretty standard. But it's certainly the one that, up to this point, has been seen as the most niche, has been seen as the cheekiest one, the pesky one. So it's fascinating seeing it on this team. Now, Calyrex, Shadow Rider, and Zamazenta, this is a fairly classic combination, and fairly classic movesets and Terra types we see from them. So Astral Barrage, Psychic, and Nasty Plot. Nasty Plot heavily raises Calyrex Shadow Rider's offensive prowess, and the Life Orb pays dividends to that as well. Astral Barrage is spread ghost type damage, and Psychic is really good. Calyrex Shadow Rider is, of course, a Psychic and Ghost type, so we can we can benefit from a little bit of a boost in power to those moves as well. Now Protect, so you can scan out for a turn, not taking any damage on that turn. And Zamazenta, exactly the same, has Protect there. Wide Guard is like Protect, but it protects your side from spread moves, so things like Astral Barrage, moves that target both opposing Pokemon, because competitive Pokemon VGC is played in the doubles format, so 2 of your Pokemon against 2 of your opponents. Rusted Shield, held item so that it becomes its crown form, and that changes its stats, gives it a defense boost when it enters the battlefield, etc. Body Press does damage based on the defensive stats, and with that boost that you get from Dauntless Shield, that means that Zamazenta is already boosted up, ready to go. Heavy Slam, good coverage for steel type damage, especially with all the Terra Fairies that are running around in the format. Now, otherwise, we have Raging Bolt, which has Terra Electric and Booster Energy, so this means that it's a Raging Bolt that favors damage over bulk with something like the Assault Vest. Thunderbolt and Thunderclap. Thunderclap, of course, a signature move, a priority move, so you can snipe off opponents before they can even act. Draco Meteor, not the most accurate of moves, but, you know, when it does connect, really does do the damage that you want it to, and can pave the way through teams. And then Protect there as well. Booster Energy giving a boost to the special attack, I believe, to the Raging Bolt in this case. Now, Rillaboom sets up the grassy terrain with its grassy surge ability, and that means that Grassy Glide becomes a priority move, going before most others. Fake Out as well for flinching. U-turn so you can pivot around. Woodhammer for big grass-type damage. Assault Vest meaning it can soak up some hits. It bolsters its special defense at the expense of only being able to use attacking moves like you see here. And Terrifier means that it won't take super effective damage from, say, Fire-type moves. Terrestrialization, of course, this mechanic we have in Generation 9, where a Pokemon can totally change its type to its Terra type, catch opponents off guard that way. And Tornadus, the final Pokemon. Now, this is a really interesting Tornadus, because, it has Tailwind, which we'd expect. That is the most common move on Tornadus, boosting the speed on your side of the field. It does have Bleakwind Storm as well, which are also common to see on Tornadus. Spread flying-type damage, but this Tornadus holds the sharp beak, so with those Bleakwind Storms, you're doing so much damage than you would otherwise expect. It's not the most accurate move, and it is 100% accurate in the rain, so if we go up against any opposing Pelipper or Kyogre, then it will be 100% accurate, but as it is, this Tornadus has no way of being 100% accurate with that move. But when it does connect, it can really do some work. And then Taunt there, meaning that the opposing Pokemon can only go for attacking moves, so it can't set up, it can't protect, which is really useful too, and then also it protects. And Terra Dragon on the Tornadus, which is really interesting. It means you retain your Ice-type weakness, but it does mean that you resist Electric type moves, for example, which, with all the Miraidon running around, is really quite handy. In terms of leads here, I was watching James Beck's video on this team earlier, going through how he would pilot it, which is really useful, so shout out to James Beck, and do check out that video if you haven't seen it already. Smeargle and Tornadus is a good lead. Spore and setting up Tailwind, maybe just going for that damage. Frankly, Smeargle with most other Pokemon is useful, but you can set up the Tailwind and then go for those fast balls, putting Pokemon to sleep, for example. But then you could also lead Smeargle with Calyrex or Zamazenta or Raging Bolt, go for a Decorate so that they have their offense boosted and so they can start sweeping that way. And then, of course, it's more likely that Calyrex can get sweeping under its own steam with its As-1 ability. The Grimnay boost, of course, means that it will get a boost for every KO that it claims, so it's a Pokemon that can snowball very quickly indeed. So Decorate is a really fun move. And otherwise, you know, we could go for Fake Out and Nasty Plot with our Calyrex here so we can get boosted up that way. It's a team that really, it has so many league combinations, it's so flexible, and that's one of the reasons why it's done so well. So take note of the team ID, everybody, if you want to use the rental code yourself in-game. KVY, oh no, KVY P2L, I misread that there. KVY P2L. That's also in the description below if you want to take note of it and practice with this team yourself. Let me just catch up on chat and then we'll get into some battles. Double T, great to see you here. Yeah, Riley, fantastic that you're streaming. I hope it's going very well. Now, whose birthday was it today? Or was it yesterday? It wasn't you, Double T, was it? Someone said in my mini-or stream last week that it was their birthday and they'd love to battle me as a Merri member, and I'm trying to remember who that was. If it was you, Double T, then please do remind me and let me know. Thank you very much indeed, Jay. Fantastic to see you. Emerald, great to see you again. Wonderful to see you. Zangus should injure and Registeel. That sounds like a lot of fun, Riley. Really terrifying for your opponent. Yeah, I know. I'm surprised you know Raindance as well, but still, it won, so it's doing something right. Fun, really tough. Yeah, of course, Miss Rouser, but still, BDSP. What a pleasure, what a pleasure. Nostalgia trip there. Fantastic. Well, everybody, I think it's time. Let's dive into these battles. As a reminder, everybody, yeah, this is Yuma Kinagawa's Japan Championships winning team. Now I think about it, I forgot to put their details in the description. So I apologize for that. I will mend that in the description after the stream. But just so we're totally clear, yeah, I did not build this team. It was Yuma Kinagawa, Markus, Hamann, and Aaron Traylor, and this is the team that won the Japan Championships. That was you, Double T. Fantastic. Well, let me know when you want to do a battle. This is not good. I was having some internet problems. Oh, no. Having some internet problems earlier today. I really hope that this doesn't mess up our stream, because I don't know why it should. The internet was fine before. If I have to end the stream and restart because of the internet, I'll be very, very sad indeed. You stream BDC Battle Power. That's really cool. Oh, communication error. This is not good. Double T, I really hope we can battle, but the internet is not playing along. Ronnie, hello. My Switch is struggling to connect to the internet, and this is not good. How are you doing? It's been a little while. What's new with you? Yes, happy birthday to you, Double T. Did you have a good day? Oh, no. Oh, this was working before. DNS setting may have been entered incorrectly. I mean, it wasn't. It was absolutely fine. Oh, this is not good. Maybe what I'll do is just switch to. I am going to try. Excuse me, everybody. I'll just go back to me. I'm going to try turning this off and back on. Moving plans, very nice. Yeah, I am going to try turning off my Switch and turning it back on. That worked earlier. I was having internet problems earlier, but then I did a practice battle and it was fine. Oh, what am I doing? I just closed the game, but I didn't turn off the Switch. Well, let's see if this helps. I really hope it does. Sorry, everybody. We are having internet problems. Hopefully, we'll resolve them right now, and then we'll get into the game. Get into some battles. On your Switch too, and there's issues. Oh. Okay, that's good to know, Emerald. Oh, that'd be so rubbish. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, it was so temperamental earlier. I didn't know if it was sort of my local area and the internet. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Yeah, it's taking ages to connect. Sorry, everybody. Internet issues. Seems like maybe Switch 2 generally are having internet issues. Oh, no, we just connected, but did take a long time. Did take a long time. If your boyfriend is big. Fair enough. Oh, I see. Hotspot on phone. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Okay, okay. Keep your fingers crossed, everybody, because it's working for now. Let's hope it keeps up like that. Alright, so, our Japan Championships winning team. First, I was looking at the stats earlier. First VGC stream that I've done for like 4 weeks, which is crazy. Safari Week and all sorts of stuff got in the way. But we're here now, ready for some battles. I'll just focus. Well, let's do this. By the way, those 2 losses were because of the internet disconnecting earlier, everybody. Really, we do have 1 win with this team, and that's the only record we have with this team so far. Next week, a new birthday. Oh, fair enough. I thought you meant this week, but I see. No worries, Double T. Exciting for your birthday next week. We have a Regulation Set G team here. That's a single restricted in the Coridon. We've got Whimsicott, Amoonguss, Walking Wake, Fluttermane, and Meowscarada. Meowscarada, that's interesting. So Meowscarada and Fluttermane are going to be... Meowscarada and Whimsicott and Amoonguss are going to be immune to Spore. Yeah, we've got triple grass, actually, on this team. Tailwind, well, they have opposing Tailwind, so I think that's going to be important. Meowscarada's annoying for our Calyrex Shadow Rider. Psychic's good into a couple of their Pokemon. What's my game plan here? Do I want to fake out and get set up? That might work. Got to be careful about Spore. We could Terra Grass and follow me with Smeargle, which is nice. I don't think I mind that. I don't think I mind Tornado Smeargle, so I can Terra Grass, Tailwind, follow me any Spores, potentially. And then both restricted? Do we need Bolt? I don't think so. Do we need Rilla? I don't think so, yeah. Let's try this. Torn and Smeargle are common lead with this team. 1 restricted indeed. There's the Meowscarada. Emerald. Love that emoji. Alrighty. Let's do this. Meowscarada and Coridon. Bleakwind Storm here does great damage. They have Fake Out, and we can't Terra Ghost or Protect with Smeargle, which is a shame. We also don't have a Covert Cloak, so we can protect Tornadoes. If they go for a collision course into Smeargle, that's obviously bad. We could switch in Calyrex Shadow Rider. If they're going for a knockoff or something, that's bad as well. Tricky. Terra Dragon, don't even want to do that. Bleakwind and... let's try faking out the Meowscarada, I guess. Nice! Okay, we do outspeed the Meowscarada. Collision course into Tornadoes. That's strange. Absolutely fine. Let's hope we connect with Bleakwind Storm here. We do! I was not hopeful. That's incredible. That is like the best start. Attack, Roast, Shot, Bleed, Defense, Fell. Well, that's not going to be relevant here. Speed is the only stat you need to keep an eye on with your Smeargle. Because it wants to get those support moves off as quickly as it can before it potentially goes down in battle. We still have Smeargle's Focus Sash intact as well, which is so nice. Okay. Now we could Tailwind and Spores and stuff, you see. What's going to be in the bag? I can see Walking Weight, to be honest with you. Tailwind and Spore. Who's a bigger threat here? Well, Coridon goes down to anything. So I can see that switching, to be honest with you. I kind of quite like to Spore the Fluttermane. We could just Bleakwind again. Let's Tailwind, let's Spore... oh, we could even Decorate. Yeah, let's Spore Flutter. Like Chromal Firefox, exactly. I know what you mean, Emerald. Oh! They still outspeed. Tornadoes goes down. That is okay, though. Because now, Calyrex Shadow Rider can come in and it's eyeing up a big double KO as long as their Fluttermane isn't Focus Sash. The power of the Focus Sash, everybody. Hanging on with at least 1 HP. Even though that was big, super effective damage. Special attack, don't drop speed. Defense, okay, that's fine. Alrighty, in comes Calyrex. The way is even clearer for Calyrex now that we've got rid of the Meowscarada. We could even Nasty Plot. Oh, actually, no, what we should do is Astral Barrage and Decorate. Yeah. Don't need Terra here. Great. Decorate is going to boost our special attack by 2 stages. It will go off after the Astral Barrage. It's a shame. Wow, they Terra the Corridor now. That is a bold, bold call, because you're on such low health, you're just going to go down. You're potentially wasting your Terrestrialization there. Yeah. Wow. Now, are you Focus Sash Flutter? You're not. Yeah, maybe it was Booster. We wouldn't know, would we, because the sun is up. Hello, AsJ. No, I am battling with the team. I'm battling with the Japan Championships winning team. Good to see you, AsJ. How are you doing? Yeah, don't decorate the opposing Pokemon. We're about to get to +4 with Calyrex, which is wonderful. Decorating the opposing Pokemon would not be fun, would it, Ronnie? Just absolutely get KO'd. Nice spot to decorate. We essentially did do that. We're now at +4. Defense fell, that's fine. So now what's coming in? What's the final Pokemon? Whimsicott, that's a crazy final Pokemon app. You don't often see that in the back. Yeah. Astral and... I don't know. I guess we'll decorate again for fun. I wish we got that off. Decorate, get, follow me. Yeah. Yeah, that's true, right? So we've got to be careful of. Jack, good to see you. Sun is indeed up, both in-game and real life. Jack, how you doing? It's been a while since I streamed competitive, which feels wrong. I'm looking forward to doing much more competitive streaming soon. How are you doing? How's your day going? And we're off to a win. So, what went right? I mean, Bleak Windstorm was just so good against my opponent's lead, and the fact that we double connected obviously was huge. Fake out on Smeargle really saves it, not having Protects and not being Terra Ghost. Yeah, and then that paved the way for Calyrex Shadow Riders to come in. So yeah, I just think we had our pieces in the right place at the right time. Brilliant. I'll rehydrate and I'll refocus. We'll get into our next game. Keep your fingers crossed for the internet, everybody, because it was struggling just beforehand. At least we did a battle. All right, let's go. Yeah, the 2 losses were accidental disconnects earlier. I don't know what was up with my internet earlier, but there we are. We're off to a win on stream. Disney Flutter gets speed boost. Oh, okay, great. Thank you very much, Emerald. However, if the sun was up, then we still don't know if it's booster energy or not. Anyway, everybody, tomorrow, my Chazingdra chat's recording with Tom Rocks Maths drops. My podcast, Life Stories and Dream Teams of people in the Pokemon community. Tom Rocks Maths is a maths content creator, a Pokemon fan, and was recently seen on the UK game show Countdown. And basically, I saw him on that show, and I was like, I feel like I recognize you. Turns out we went to university together, and then I looked him up, and he's got all of these Pokemon tattoos. And so, couldn't have asked for a more perfect guest. I had a really fascinating chat with Tom Rocks Maths. Look forward to that dropping tomorrow, early morning on audio apps, and 3 PM UK time on YouTube. And nearly, well, more than 60 episodes of the podcast available at this point. All of the links are below. Okay, Miraidon and Calyrex Ice Rider. This is also a duo that people have to fear. We've got Farigiraf and Clefairy, Urshifu, and Grimmsnarl. So Grimmsnarl can set up screens, and that means that our attacks are not going to be doing as much damage. Farigiraf is immune to our Astral Barrage. We can overwrite the terrain with Rillaboom. That's probably pretty important here. They're looking pretty Spore weak, apart from the Electric Terrain, whereas Miraidon can set up. But if we overwrite that, then that could be really nice. What do we want to do here? Do you want to fake out maybe a nasty plot? That could be nice. And then decorate maybe on a future turn. I quite like that. If we go Smeargle, Calyrex, we'll go Zamazenta and Bolt. Yeah, we'll go Raging Bolt. Nice. Let's totally switch it up. Doing great. Managed to get yourself a bag for your Switch 2. Nice. Now hold all your pins. Nice. So we'll faff before games in the future. Yeah, really good. I need to get some travel equipment for my Switch 2. Part of me is just like, it's so new, I don't want it to leave the house. I just want to protect it as much as I can, but inevitably, we're going to have to travel around with it at some point. And that is, of course, a big benefit of the Nintendo Switch, able to play it portably or docked. True, you get access to that episode already if you're a channel member. Thank you very much, Jack. 4 bonus videos per month and all sorts of other perks as well. If you click on join, you can see what they are before you actually join. So Spore we can't go for yet. We can fake out. We can fake out a nasty block. That was my plan. Could switch in Raging Bolt as well. That could be nice. Maybe. I can't Spore here because of Electric Train. I do quite like that, you know. I like fake it into Maridon. And a nasty plot. Because Grinsnarl can Terrago sometimes. Protecteth the Beagle. Yes, exactly. Alex, the Beagle sleepeth. The Beagle protecteth, the Beagle sleepeth. That Thunder Wave is annoying. Nice, we get the nasty block off. Hello, Otnish. Great to see you. How are you doing? It's been a little while. How's your weekend been, I guess? How has everything been? Speed rises. That's amazing. Alex, how are you doing as well? All right. Now, that's actually really, really... The paralysis could help us here, even though we got the speed boost as well, because now we can decorate our Calyrex and get a +4 Astral Barrage off. We could follow me as well. I think follow me is probably better. Yeah. Paralyze them with the focus sash. Paralyze, I was about to say. Alex does make thumbnails, Riley. Certainly does. Welcome in, everybody, if you're just tuning in. Thanks so much for being here. We're off to a great start with this team that won the Japan National Championships. Come on, Calyrex. We believe. We believe in you. Thunderwave, very annoying. Paralysis means you might not be able to act. Yes, we do get to act. The light screen, though, is going to bolster their defenses. That's still amazing damage. We can go for another Follow Me and Astral Barrage. Because then we're going to get a big attack boost anyway. Follow Me and Astral, I think, is our best play here. Let's do it. Do indeedy. We just have to hope that Calyrex can hit through the paralysis. Even with the light screen, we did massive damage there with our +2 special attack. Clefairy. Frengard. Okay, it now might hang on. They're trying to deny me Grimnay boosts. Okay, the Thunder Wave Smeargle as well. Ah! But it's bound to happen. Please don't drop speed. Why? Why do I speak it into existence? Okay, we will instead... Calyrex now, the thing is not half as threatened as it was before. So it could switch something in. But I quite like to get maximum value out of Smeargle. I would like to decorate Calyrex here, so we get to +4, hit even harder. Go for another Astral. Well, we get the decorate off. Are you looking forward to your birthday, Double T? I hope you are. Good. So we're now +4. And that's a double KO. We're now +6. Nice block, Zachary. Grimnay. What a combo. What a combo. We are paralysed though, we've got to be careful about that. So we're +1 with Smeargle in our speed, but we are paralysed. Look at those money moves, exactly. Actually, back Tornadoes would have been really nice here. But, you know, didn't feel quite right given that Calyrex came. Calyrex was an option, I mean. So, look at this. Oh, you love to see it. +6 in special attack. We still can't Spore stuff, which is kind of annoying, but we can follow me, which I think is probably our best play. We don't want to switch something in necessarily. Yeah, I think we just follow me and yeah, go for another Astral. Yes, yes. No, I think that's right. I think that's right. Just hope we don't get paralysed. Got to switch to spare off you. It's like boosting your stats. I brought some boosted stats. We'll boost up your stats once they're boosted. Exactly, Riley. Exactly. Likes and subscribes appreciated, by the way, everybody. This is a bold call from my opponent. Going for Terra Fairy on such low health. Okay, Smeargle can't move. They go for Dazzling. That should be okay. It's okay. Come on, Calyrex. This Calyrex has more bulk than people are expecting, by the way. Come on, Calyrex. You can move. You can do it. 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 Oh! They're going to outspeed. I was not expecting that. Even with the paralysis, I thought that Calyrex Shadow Rider would outspeed. I don't think we are max speed in our Shadow Rider. Let me just check. Okay. Razzle Dazzle indeed. And now the electricity disappears. So maybe we should have saved the Smeargle so we could Spore. Okay, we're close to max speed. Zamazenta and Raging Bolt. The Beagle is amazing, Alex. Yeah. Modest and not max speed. Oh yeah, of course, modest rather than timid. Thank you very much for that. I think it's a bit of both running, actually. Okay, so they're locked into Dazzle. We can Thunderclap, though. And I can't do anything about that. We could even Terra Electric, which is a good play, actually, because then we don't take super effective damage from ice. So we'll Terra Electric, Thunderclap. And we will rock you. Do we wide guard, maybe? Or just go... Let's just go for damage. Go for a body press and Terra Electric, Thunderclap. Our priority move, you love to see it. Always nice to have Raging Bolt in the back for this purpose. The widest of girths. Very nice. Giving Miraidon a taste of its own electricity medicine. Wow, Jack, that is some knowledge. That is some knowledge. Oh, look at that, how critical there, I was going to say. Ben, great to see you. Thunderclap your hands indeed. I forgot they had an attack boost. That's something I have to be careful of. And Thunderclap again. Ben, good to see you. It's been a while since I've streamed competitive Pokemon, and it feels good to be doing it again. That's a forfeit. We're off to another win. Ben, how are you doing? It feels like a little while. Are you looking forward to university in September? Yeah, so, as I said, when I tried to practice with this team earlier, there were 2 disconnects, which count as losses, which is very annoying. It was not, you know, my fault. It just happened to disconnect. And then did a practice battle earlier and won that, and we just won 2 on stream. So, hey, we'll take it. We will take it. So, what was nice there? Fake Out and Nasty Plot was really big, actually, even with the light screen. And then Smeargle just there being annoying and with the Focus Sash. Smeargle is probably the MVP there. MV Beagle. And then having Raging Bolt in the back with the Terror available was nice too. Conserve your Terror is often a good way. Nice. Good. I'll rehydrate and refocus. Keep fingers crossed for the internet, everybody. It's playing along now, but I have had some issues today, so... I guess not the internet, specifically the Switch 2, because the stream was fine, but anyway. Alright, let us continue. Welcome in, everyone. All likes and subscribes appreciated. At Chazingdra across all socials. It's all linked below. Discord community linked below as well. Become a YouTube channel member for 4 bonus videos per month and plenty of other perks. Patreon link below as well. Tom Rock's Mass episode on my podcast, Chazingdra Chats, life stories and dream teams of people in the Pokemon community. That drops tomorrow. All sorts going on. I'm working on my EYC video now as well. Got my Safari Week video out. EYC video, I wrote the first draft of the script, had some time away from it, come back to it. Now I'm just polishing up the script, then I'll be editing it, filming it, editing it. Hoping to get it out before the World Championships next month. So it's all exciting times ahead. You're not going to want to miss the content. The EYC video is not like other content I've ever seen. A Pokemon event from the caster's perspective and breaking down the competitive game so everyone can understand it and enjoy it. I'm looking forward to getting that out for you all. So I hope you're looking forward to it as well. This is a cool team. And it doesn't have any restricteds. We've got Cerulege, we've got Indeedee Male, we've got Squawkabilly, we've got Hisuian Zoroark, we've got Arboliva, and we've got Ditto. So I guess what they're aiming to do is copy a restricted Pokemon with Ditto. Either the Calyrex or the Zamazenta, the powerful legendaries. The restrictors that aren't always allowed. So, Astral Barrage is nice, but Squawkabilly and Indeedee and Zoroark and Arboliva are going to take no damage from it. So there's that. So that's interesting. How are they for Spore? They don't have electric terrain. Apart from Arboliva, they go to sleep, saving any goggles. Spore could be nice. In fact, yeah, Bleak Wind Storm is just great damage across the board. How's Zamazenta? Decent. We've got to be careful. We don't know which Pokemon's going to be the Zoroark. The ghosts are annoying. We're going to go Tornadus. We're going to go Smeargle. We're going to go Zama. Do we go Cali Shadow? I think we probably do. Bolt. Bolt is decent. We'll go Calyrex Shadow, though. Rude not to. Rude not to. Squawkabilly. Yeah, it is. It is, Alex. It's the new restricted. Timmy's playthrough team. Love that, Riley. Good luck to you, Timmy. It's a really cool team. Of course, yeah, Alex, you love Squawkabilly. Why Squawkabilly? All good here, Uni getting scary close. Yeah, for sure. Work always clashes. No worries. Attack drop does not matter, lads. Purposely adding at the minute, which is annoying. What do you mean, Alex? More championship points with Hisuian Zoroark than Instant this year. Wow, that is fun. Okidogi than Incineroar. That's fun, Jack, too. Will-O-Wisp, Samur is very threatened. Okay. Now, one of these Pokemon might be Hisuian Zoroark, but that's okay. Great music. Do you want to taunt here at all? I think we just Bleak Wind, and I think we could even decorate. Is our Smeargle out speeding here? It is! I feel like that's a core element of the team, actually. Do we decorate or do we Spore? Spore is probably safer. Spore Indeedee. Okay, so they Tailwind. Oh, I see. Thank you very much, Ben. Yeah, that's a good point. A lot of damage. 1 HP, infinitely more than 0. Yeah, I think it's Petrant. Right, that's a good point. Yeah, because if we miss the Bleak Wind Storm on Indeedee here, the Spore is definitely better. And we miss on Indeedee. There we go. Perfect. And we get the speed drop. That's very nice. Fence. Attack. Okay. Now we can... We could even Tailwind ourselves. Well... No, I'd rather Bleak Wind, I think. And... Decorate? We could Spore the Squawkabilly. Let's try and Spore the Squawkabilly. DCing. Oh, I see. Swibbly switches. Well, whatever's coming in is taking a spore. Everything I say happens. Yeah, I know. Okay. I like that play. Smeargle's a great Pokemon to copy, but you are about to go to sleep, I'm afraid, my friend. Not a chef's kiss if you're my opponent. Let's hope Bleakwind connects. It does. Sharp Beak as well. Speed does rise, but they're asleep. Sharp Beak boosts flying type moves like Mystic Water, but for flying. Okay. We could, yeah. If we Tailwind, obviously we can't Bleakwind Storm at the same time. So I would rather, yeah, just Bleakwind and Decorate. Cast a Curse, Ronnie. Quick Claw. I'm gonna stay asleep. That is Salt in the Wound. That is a funny sequence of messages. Quick Claw Ditto. Fun. Love that Smeargle is faster than Tornadus here. Bum, 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 bum. And we double connect. Poetry. Scarf Tailwind. Interesting. How's that worked out for you, Alex? And, yeah, again, why Squawkabilly? Why your fondness for that? I'm intrigued. That's a shame. I would have liked to have seen some Isu and Zoroark in this game. Maybe it will still be there. Smeargle gets a speed drop, which is slightly annoying, but hey. Bum, 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 bum. The Paldea champion of Ceruledge. Cool Pokemon. Oh, of course, Squawkabilly comes back. See, now, with a speed drop, I feel like Follow Me is better. Do we Tailwind? Tailwind, Follow Me, maybe? I think we just Bleakwind, you know? Bleakwind, we could try and Spore again. What? They have Ceruledge and Squawkabilly. If they are Choice Scarf, I feel like Follow Me is safer. Let's just go for it. Of course, that's the highest power of Caster Ghost. Do you think? Yeah, Bird, there we go. Says something you can only win with a crit. It happens. Yeah, true. Okay. That is enough to knock out the Tornadus. So probably a Tailwind would have been better there, but oh well. Oh, they had Tail. I forgot about that. Could have stalled out Tailwind, couldn't I? It's getting a little bit too comfortable, a little bit too happy-go-lucky. Forgot about Tailwind. Dumb-looking guy. I don't like Insim before the DLC. It's got a quiff though, Alex. I'm a big fan of Squawkabilly as well. It's going to take no damage from Astral Barrage here. With Terra Grass, we're still taking super effective from fire. We will just Body Press and... yeah, Terra Grass is probably a good idea. Astral. If this Ceruledge and this Squawkabilly pull this off against two restricted Pokemon, then they have my undying respect. Dum, 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 dum. Have they Terra'd? No, I don't think so. Yeah, here we go. Squawkabilly. Okay, Terra flying. It's now taking damage from Astral Barrage though. Just his hair. You love that Squawk life. Endure, okay. much will this do? Not enough. Oh, a lot of recoil, of course, as well. There's a fact here, I decided to feel that Clive. Yeah. Clive who puts us there in a quiff. To pose as someone else. Oh my goodness, weakness policy, sure. But you're still undersped. Underspeeding my Calyrex. I probably should have heavy slam there instead, just in case this happened. At the same time, we weren't expecting Squawk ability to get rid of its normal type and take damage from Astral Barrage. Hotbine, great to see you. Thanks so much, hopping by. Literally, hotbining by. Good luck with cooking dinner. Wonderful to have you in the chat. Feels good to be streaming VGC again. Alright, we can heavy slam. We can astral. Sorry, it doesn't get spread moves, does it? I think we're fine here. Ceruledge is a very cool Pokemon. Do you prefer Armarouge or Ceruledge, chat? I think I prefer Ceruledge. I like them both. Violet was the first of the two games that I played. So I've got a soft spot for Ceruledge, but yeah, I think I prefer its design. Try another Endure, not going to happen. Ceruledge for you, Otnish. Very nice. We are steamrolling through. Is that our 4th consecutive win on stream? We'll take it. Likes and subscribes, appreciates everybody to celebrate 4 consecutive wins on stream. And also, I'm nearly at 1,600 subscribers, everybody. So please do help me reach that milestone. That would mean a huge amount. Wayne, great to see you. Thanks so much for hopping into the chat, my friend. What brings you to the stream today? You also say Ceruledge. And what's your favourite Pokemon, Wayne? Yes, okay, so what went right there? I mean, they didn't have restrictors, which helped. Yeah, just Bleakwind Storm was applying so much pressure, and Smeargle again. Yeah, alright, I'll rehydrate, I'll refocus. Alrighty. Ceruledge is your land auto battle Pokemon, I see. Thank you very much, Wayne. Yeah, true Otnish, actually. Yeah, I did, what, last week get to 1.5? Oh, a couple of weeks ago. Anyway, thank you very much, Otnish. I appreciate that. How are you doing in the heat, by the way? I hope you're doing okay. Swat's Violet, just Ceruledge. Wow! I prefer the past Paradoxes as well, but I do like the future Paradox designs. Okay, so we've got Zamazenta and Calyrex Shadow Rider. We've got Thundurus. We've got Clefable, Incineroar, and Rillaboom. So, Thundurus is interesting. That probably has Eerie Impulse, harshly reducing the special attack stat of the target. Might have manual electric terrain to prevent sleep as well. Thanks so much for being here, everybody. Thank you for hopping into the stream. We're up to 4 consecutive wins, I think. Let's see what happens with this next game. Got to be careful about that. Also, Tornadus has to be careful about it. It's not grounded, though, so we could still put it to sleep, even if it has electric terrain. Tailwind is really nice here to threaten their Calyrex. Interesting. Okay, I think Smeargle and Tornadus, Calyrex, and yeah, we'll go Zama. Not entirely sure, to be honest with you. Bellybolt, great to see you. Oh my goodness. Hope you're feeling better soon, Bellybolt. I'm really sorry to hear that you're unwell. I hope you recover very swiftly indeed. Thanks so much for hopping by, and I hope that this stream makes your day merry. It will make me merry if it made your day merry. I hope you're doing okay. Yochi, great to see you. Thanks so much for hopping into the stream. Classic Bulbasaur, yes, love to hear it. Squirtle's my Generation 1 first partner of choice, but yeah, always gotta love all of those 3. Steamrolling those sub goals. Thank you so much, Alex, and thank you for your badges and emoji as well. Incidentally, I feel like I should make the emoji available in the Discord, but it just feels weird because they're a YouTube channel perk, member perk, so I don't know what to do about that. If anyone has any advice on that, Should I make the emoji available in the Discord? Is it weird that I haven't? Yeah, let me know. They're from Detroit to Canada. Oh, wow. Dodge on the heat. I'm pleased to hear that, but that sounds like a fun road trip on Nish. How was it? Okay, so they have Calyrex and the Thundurus in the lead. I feel like a Tailwind and Spore could be nice. They could be Goggles on their Thundurus. Ah! Taunt. Of course. Can't use Spore, can we? Taunt, taunt, taunt. We get the speed boost, but we can't really do much with that. We can decorate. If we decorate and then they Eerie Impulse, at least then we're back to neutral. Or do we switch this out? What can we switch in instead? Though we could switch in the Zamazenta instead. I don't mind that play, you know, making the most of the speed boost we just got. Ah, I can't decorate, we're taunted. Ugh, of course. Okay, in that case, I feel like we gotta switch in Zama, and we'll go for a... We could taunt them. Yeah, if we taunt them, then they can't Eerie Impulse. Playing some VGC 18. Leftovers and Iligo or Lifeform got you way more wins than expected. Very nice, Yoshi. Good to hear. Thanks so much for being in the stream. If I taunted them, I wonder if we'd have outspared them. Okay, so we've got Tailwind and Taunt off on the Thundurus. Now, Life will be, of course. No, that was my mistake. Okay, Wild Bolt, miss. Okay, so we've got Tailwind set up, and their Thundurus is taunted, so he could now Spore stuff. I think, though, Calyrex is the play. Get a fresh fake out in later. Going through the same thought. Yeah, interesting, Alex. Interesting. I'm not sure. Detroit close to Canada. The more you know. Okay, so we've got the Tailwind up. So we can get off a fast Astral Barrage there. Calyrex. Maybe switch into Incineroar or something. Could even Nasty Plot. We could body press the Calyrex slot and Astral Barrage. Could be nice. Wild Bolt's kind of annoying though. Paralysis is annoying. Could Wide Guard an Astral. I like that better. Maybe I should have Terra Darts. I probably should have Terra Darts, shouldn't I? Oh no, we've Wide Guarded anyway. Okay, so there's the Incineroar. Call the Pterodark, yeah. Okay, so body press, obviously, into that slot would have been nice, but this is fine. Astral Barrage not going to do much here, but that's okay. Ooh, that's still decent damage. Okay, so obviously Fake Out's online. We could just Terra... Yeah, we could protect our Zama, Terra Dark and Astral. Or we just double protect. Nah, double protect, they could Nasty Plot. So what? Protect and Terra Dark Astral. I think we go for it. Go a lot because you're 19, 20 years old and there's certain things you can't do yet. Oh, I see. Fair enough, Otnish. Hope you had a great 4th of July, however you spent it. Okay, so probably Theradark on the Calyrex as well. Have they called it and faked out my Calyrex? They're a fairy, okay. Was that Zamazenta unable to do a protect? And why, if so? Oh, okay. Wow. Good play. Super effective into Calyrex. Oh, recovers so much HP. Yeah, was that Zamazenta's protect failing? I don't understand why, if so. Yeah, why couldn't Zamazenta go for its protect there? If someone could answer... If someone knows why, that'd be very good to know. Can't Wide Guard then protect without the... Oh, I see! I actually didn't know that. I haven't seen Wide Guard then protect in succession that much. Well, the more you know, that's very useful to know. Thank you. Victoria, thank you. Protect Fearless Wide Guard. Thank you. Wow. Yeah, just haven't seen that interaction very much. Thank you, though, Victoria. How are you doing? It's great to see you in the chat. Thank you for being here. Okay, so... It's not looking good. Not looking good. This might be our first loss. I feel like... Heavy Slam and... Fake out. Of course. Yeah. I was not thinking about fake out, and now Incineroar can get some free damage off. Yeah, I have not played this well. Sure works the same way. You can't endure and protect. Interesting. You can do it the other way around. I should have body pressed the Incineroar. Yeah, well, we're all learning, aren't we? Heavy Slam, and... We'll try and spoil the Calyrex. Yeah, Taunt really shut down my team, actually. We've got to be careful about that. And they just outspeed anyway, of course. Yeah, definitely fell on the back foot this game. It's not enough anyway. Drifloon, great to see you. Yes, I certainly am. This is the team that won the Japan Championships recently. Drifloon, great to see you. I actually had a Drifloon outbreak in Pokémon Scarlet the other day, and I thought of you. Well, this is why we practice, right? This is why we do these battles. Especially Battle Tower Streak and Ruby yesterday, because it's got about guts and toxic air across, then go, right. No, from the mistake. Exactly, Riley. Although, what was the mistake here? That's a perfect segue. Thank you for writing that for me, Riley. So the taunt shut us down. Yeah, well, I mean, faking out on that turn wasn't great, because obviously the Calyrex is going to protect. Well, they got some mileage with Incineroar. What we should have done turn one is just taunted the Thunderous so it couldn't taunt us. I need to brush up on the Pokemon that can learn Taunt, clearly, because Taunt is tricky for this team. What would have been a better approach? What did they lead? Calyrex and Thunderous. I think we had the right Pokemon. Yeah, taunting Thunderous immediately would have been good. Did I fake out the Thunderous, and if not, why not? It could have been Covert Cloak, though, I guess. Important to digest and reflect on what you could have done better after wins and losses. Yeah, just sweeping through the Thunderous as quickly as we could was probably an important thing. So yeah, Taunt would have been good from our side. Anyway, well, I'll rehydrate and I'll refocus and we'll get into our next panel. Alrighty. Did I get any shines? I actually didn't sort of delve into the Outbreak Drifloon. I just noticed it was there and I thought with you. How come you're such a fan of Drifloon? Drifloon. Pokemon Presents, everybody, is coming... It's not next week, is it? No. No, it's just under 2 weeks away. Ooh, how are we feeling about that then, eh? What are we predicting? I did a post the other day with my predictions. A couple of new Megas revealed for ZA. Legend ZA, I reckon. Champions, more details, and a release date. And I reckon Colosseum and XD Gale of Darkness will be available to download after the Presents. What do you all think? Oh! Well, this is fun. Rhydon and Rhyperior. You don't often see one team with Pokemon from the same evolutionary line. But we certainly do here. So that's probably Eviolite. Lightning Rod. That probably has Solid Rock, the Rhyperior. Kyogre and Ho-Oh. That's interesting. And then Arachno can benefit from the rain. And Rillaboom's there. So, what do we want to do here? Our Rillaboom is great. Not into the Ho-Oh. But for the Ho-Oh, we have Raging Bolt. I mean, Rillaboom and Raging Bolt just clean up this opponent's team. It tends just to lead them. Rillaboom, Raging Bolt. Do we need Tornadus? Ho-Oh might have Tailwind. I'm not sure we do, you know. Smeargle. Yeah, let's just go Calyrex and Zamazenta. Fun. Let's do this. Brennan, great to see you. How are you doing? I have not got Sharp Beak torn in the back, but thank you for the tip. Has our opponent timed out? It looks like they have. Great to see you, Brennan. How are you doing? I agree with you, Drifloon. It does not. Thunderous might have outspared the Tornadoes. Yeah, true. It might have done. I still think we then shut it down at least a turn earlier. Gonna remove Rhydon with Rilla. Yeah, exactly. So what do we got? We got Rhydon and Rilla. Fine. Yeah, true, actually, Otnish. False Grass Tail with Rilla. Interesting. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. Certainly is a cool team, isn't it, Bellybot? Okay. Special attack boost. We love to see it. We've got this fake out mind game. Feel like they... Oh, actually no. Probably Eviolite rather than Sash on the Rhydon. What would we reckon? I would guess Eviolite. So maybe a Wood Hammer. They could switch, of course, into their own Ho-Oh. I just want a Wood Hammer and maybe protect. Yeah, let's scout out. Could have switched there as well, the Raging Bolt. Could have... Sure. They're going to stomping my Raging Bolt, maybe. Stealth Rock, okay. Could have switched into Calyrex Shadow Rider there. Brennan, thank you so much for the luck. Wonderful to see you here. Okay, I feel like Rhydon surely switches. So we could double that slot with a Wood Hammer and a Even a Draco. That could be good. Because the opponent's Rillaboom doesn't really threaten us at all. We don't want to switch something into Stealth Rocks necessarily. Yeah, I just want to Woodhammer and Draco. It's fine. Rocks and Grass, there's a good point on this. Play Platinum when you're a team. I have to find level 28 Drifloon. Oh, nice! That is a... yeah, finding Drifloon there randomly is so exciting. That's Lance Fly. Ha! Nice Drifloon. Fond memories indeed. Maybe Terra Ferry, that's a good point. Okay, Ho-Oh's in though. Rhydon's just protected. I could see the Rillaboom coming in for the Rhydon slot, to be honest with you. We've got to be careful so I don't get outplayed here. Bum, 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 bum. Do we want to Terra Fire? Maybe we do, you know. Then we do have... Oh, Zamazenta or Terra Grass, so we can't get around our fire weakness anyway. So we could Terra Fire here, and we could... I still feel like Woodhammer is good damage. And... Thunderbolt. Let's do it. Especially because overall spawns are extremely rare. Yeah! Well, it's only on a Friday, right, that Drifloon appears outside the Valley Windworks. Okay, let's see what our opponent does here. There's no switch, at least. Could be a Terra Fairy. True, Riley, the original overworld Pokemon from Snorlax, yeah. It is going to be Rhydon. Terra Normal. That's scary. Still taking massive damage, though. Nice. Finally, we get some damage on this team. Oh, wow, it took that so well. Oh, my goodness. Oh, what an idiot. That is the whole reason why you run Rhydon. Lightning Rod. Redirects electric moves. Oh, I'm so silly. I am so sorry about that, everybody. Oh, dear. Sometimes it takes failing against something like this to learn how to beat it. Rhydon with Lightning Rod, of course. Citadel and Ketleon. True. Oh, that's true. I'd forgotten that there was one per generation. That's interesting, really. Okay, well, that was stupid. Crunch, in case of a Calyrex switching, I guess. You could sacrifice and crunch that slot, I suppose. Woodhammer and let's Draco. You. Oh, I probably should have Draco the Rhydon, actually. Okay, fine. Evil Eye Rhydon does have insane defense, as I'm discovering Drifloon. It's Carmine Ho, everybody. Becca, fantastic to see you. Thanks so much for being here, Becca. Recorded an episode of my podcast with Becca Baddest yesterday, everybody. I'm looking forward to you all hearing it. It'll be coming out relatively soon. Becca, thanks so much for being into the chat. It's wonderful to see you. Calm Mind Ho-Oh. Calm Mind Ho-Oh. I think we're about to get swept, chat. I think we're about to get swept. That's true, Otnish. Body Press is a good shout. Oh dear. Goodness me. I feel like we've got to switch in Zamazenta for the Raging Bolt here. Rillaboom. Can we switch in the Calyrex there? It's risky because they could just go for a crunch. I'm going to risk it. Calyrex and let's swap in the Zamazenta. You did come in at a great time, Becca. Absolutely. There's potentially a Rhyperior in the back as well, everybody. Don't forget. Oh, yeah, the Stealth Rocks as well. Forgot about that. Well, it's always fun to go up against a team that's causing you issues that's as unique as this one. If they've Sacred Fired and Crunched in the right directions... Oh no, but the defense boost helps at least. And we get the burn, of course we do. Okay, phew. Whew! Classic, exactly, Riley. We've got to get rid of this Rhydon now, but because of the burn, it's tricky. Obviously, that was a risk, and there's a chance we don't get burned there, but... Unless you rage. I think... Oh, do they just protect the Rhydon? I could see them doing that, you know. We could protect to stall out to bait out their protect, I guess. I feel like they protect Rhydon here. We're going to have to make some calls. What's going to do more damage? Oh, we do have the chance of special defense drop the Psychic, which is nice. Now they've can't mind it. Oh, Zamazenta just does nothing into the Ho-Oh. Soul Protect. That's decent damage. No special defense. Rhydon is not protecting. Is it just... Oh my goodness. They go for the obvious play. They go for the obvious play. Oh, chat. Oh, chat. This has not gone our way, has it? It's not gone our merry way. We had to make a read. It did not pay off. It's a really cool strat having Rhydon next to Ho-Oh. It's got to be Bolt, hasn't it? Now, Ho-Oh can't really do anything to Raging Bolt, which is nice. Oh, do they protect the Rhydon this turn? Oh, goodness. Just going to make a call here. Both Rhydon and Rhyperior, yeah. This is the thing, it would be amazing to be able to chat to these people in-game, but I understand why we can't. Pick their brains. You click run. Becca, I'm so tempted. So tempted. Maybe, yeah, it could just be a preference pick, Belly Bolt. Everybody, make sure you check out Becca's content as well. Another fantastic competitive Pokemon creator. I shrug and shake my head there because, of course, the Rhydon goes to the Protect when we doubled into it. Yeah, fantastic competitive Pokemon creator. And I had such a fun chat with Becca yesterday. Well played by my opponent. They just called me turn for turn, and also I forgot about Lightning Rod, so they definitely deserve to win. Really. Yeah. Well, at least you're less likely to protect now from Fake Out. We got swept by a Rhydon. Rhydon has been on the field the entire game. And now we take Super Effects from the Stealth Rocks. Wow. This has been a clinical defeat from my opponent. A clinical advert for using the Pokemon my opponent is using. Well, just for glory. Fake Out and Draco into the Rhydon slot. Are we even going to be able to remove it from the field? Because the opponent has a stream up. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I wasn't making the best reads. Well, at least we know that that was great damage and we should have done that earlier. I mean... They surely protect Rhydon here. Because Lightning Rod is just so good. We're losing anyway. I'm finding Zamazenta. And a burn, of course. One restricted only for one generation. You chose Gen 8 and caught between Zam and Ice Rider. Ooh, good question. That's tough. I'd probably go Ice Rider on balance hotline because it's just nice to have spread damage. If you can only have one restricted. Oh, nice. I'm glad that Alex is a fan of yours, Becca. Amazing. Let's have you in the stream. Now is right, I'm going to hang on. Say you call the switch. Yeah, true, Alex. Yeah, I'll just say anything. Yeah, I called a switch, that's fine. And the Rillaboom. Another Calm Mind. That was decent damage for -2. We're now -4, however. Let's just see this. Do we see this play out? Yeah, I guess we will. I have to go just before 7 tonight, everybody. It's an earlier stream. An earlier finish because I need to record the bonus round, the Rapidash round with Tom Rock's Maths at 7. So yeah, maybe one more battle after this. Terra Blast, just a raw Terra Blast. Sure, okay. Comeback is on. Yeah, maybe, Alex. We're -4, but... Okay. I bet they switch in Rhydon here. Why are they Terra Blasting? Oh, I guess it's the damage, the move that does the most damage. Into Raging Belt. Watch the Rhydon come back in. Watch it come back in. Here we go. Rhydon's going to come back in. It's going to soak up this sweet, sweet Thunderbolt. And my opponent's going to be laughing. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Think you'll be able to chat to others while battling? Maybe, Rich. Yeah, I don't know. Liking Colossal, Indeedee, and Hatterene. That's fun, Hotline. I just want to give my opponent the satisfaction of winning. Something I never thought I'd say. Sacred Fire. Oh, yeah, maybe. Also, though, Terra Blast would do more. With a couple of Calm Mind boosts, Terra Blast would just do more into the Raging Bolt. There it is, they won. GG. Well, again, when you lose to a team like that, it's almost nice, to be honest. It's, yeah, nice to see some random, more niche Pokemon thriving. So, Lightning Rod, I forgot about that. That was something I could have done better. Getting the Zamazenta in earlier to threaten the Rhydon would have been good. Spore would have been good, to be honest with you. Bringing Smeargle. Yeah, maybe I should have brought Smeargle for that one. I definitely had the tools. Yeah. It's just one of those losses where it's like, having not really gone up against a team like that before, I can't be too upset about the fact that I lost that. I now have learned so much heading into the future. So, we will hydrate and we will refocus. Alrighty, let's continue. No worries, Rich. Good to see you. How are you doing? It's been a little while. Rhydon was the real restricted. It was, yeah. Definitely towards the end of the game, we're just making plays that I knew my opponent would call, but... So, this might be the last battle of stream, everybody. We'll just have to see how long this one goes. Hopefully it'll be a nice quick win, and then there'll be time for one more. But yeah, I have to go before 7. Thank you, by the way, to the internet for holding up, because my Switch 2 was struggling earlier on today. Saw this team posted on X earlier. What, this team that I just went up against? Interesting, Alice. Okay. Ooh, Hisuian Arcanine. Becca, if you're still here, we've got a Hisuian Arcanine on stream. We've got an Articuno. We've got a Ninetales. Is this not the team that won that Regulation F regional? I feel like it is, and they're just having fun with it. That's really cool. Love Articuno, love the Ice type. Landorus, Raging Bolt, and Ogerpon Wellspring. Okay. Spore's looking real good, apart from the Ogerpon Wellspring. Can't change the weather. Astral Bra is looking nice. Flying type moves, not so good. Smeargle. That's Rillaboom. It's fine. I don't want to play this one. Go for decorate stuff as well. I think we just try and get going with Calyrex. So we want to lead with Smeargle or Zamazenta? We'll go with Smeargle. Zamazenta, and then in the back we will have... Oh, none of them are great, to be honest. I guess we'll go for Tornadus in the back for some Tailwind. Death Tide of Regulation 9. maybe Mecha. One for Regulation H. Oh, yeah. Dire Claw, though. Ugh, shudder. Okay, they go for the double ice lead. Likes and subscribes appreciated, by the way, everybody. Nearly at 1,600 subscribers. It's all help towards that. Greatly appreciated. Okay. Snowcloak will be careful as well. I don't... do I Spore here? Do I Decorate? Freezers would be annoying. Can you imagine a sheer cold? I think they're just going to double Blizzard, you know. I'm going to Astral and... Well, we could Fake Out, can we? Don't know what's got Covert Clothing. Let's try and Spore the Articuno, because if this is the same team as won that Utrecht Special Championships, it's sheer cold. Well, that's fortunate. Get a crit onto Ninetales. At least it's held up the snow, but yeah, that's a really nice start. Hit with sheer cold, yeah. I'm also gonna go to sleep. Nice! Blizzard spam indeed. I love Blizzard spam, don't get me wrong. I love Tricoya and White Team actually, but Reg F was fun, Becca, yeah. Although I remember at the time it got to a point where, yeah, it also felt a little bit stale towards the end, I think. There's Arcanine. I quite like Astral Decorate here. Yeah. Decorate the Calyrex. Sure. Battle forfeited. Well, good news already. That means we get to do another one on tonight's stream, so that's good. That's a cute Sleeping Leafeon. So we won in one turn. That's partly because of the crit, but also, I don't know. It wasn't over necessarily. We did get a special attack boost, but shutting the Articuno off with Spore as well was obviously very helpful too. Yeah, fun lead. Cool. All right. Well, one more battle on tonight's stream. GG indeed. It is fun winning in one turn. Rehydrate, refocus. Let's keep going. Can we reach rank 9 tonight? Will we need 2 more wins or 1? Probably 2. Would like to emphasize that 2 of those losses were me disconnecting earlier, by the way, everybody. Alright, this is a much more, well, I was going to say it is a much more standard team, but still some surprises. We've got Iron Valiant and Sinister, with Iron Hands, Frigoraph, Miraidon, and Calyrex Ice Rider. So, Obviously, Spore is kind of tricky here with a grass type and electric terrain. Tailwind is strange, given they can Trick Room. Decorate is obviously always good. Rillaboom is nice to shut off the terrain. Actually, yeah, that's true, so we could still Spore. I don't want to approach this one. Calyrex is good. Zamazenta is also good. Raging Bolt is nice defensively. But now I'm bringing too many Pokemon. Do we bring Smeargle here? Is it useful? Let's do that. So we're leaving Smeargle for this one. Let's see. Rillaboom, shut off the terrain will be really nice. We can't then benefit from it by going for Spore because we haven't brought our Smeargle. That's interesting. So Farigiraf can set up quite an easy Trick Room here. Like a Rage Powder the Spore as well, if I've gone for that. Port the Smeargle. Okay. We could U-turn, get something in for when the Trick Room's up. We could Nasty Plot as well, actually. Follow Me would have been nice here, actually. I can see them going Terra Dark on Sinistcha. I could Shadow Ball as well. An Astral, and I'm going to U-turn for Rig. Let's see. Responding Terrestrialization. Dark. Oh no. 0 damage. Great. Terra Normal. Normal type state. No damage from Ghost type moves. Which Sinistcha was about in the early regulations. Yeah, it's fun, isn't it, Alex? I played around with weakness policy Sinistcha once and I had a great time. It didn't do brilliantly, but oh well. Now. I guess we get a Gnarls Zamazenta. Yeah. I want to make them think maybe we haven't brought the Raging Bolt. So I think the Miraidon's safer. If they brought it, which they might not have done, might just be Calyrex Ice Rider. There's a Trick Room. I don't mind this though because you haven't got in Calyrex Ice Rider yet. Can now body press the Sinistcha. It probably can't protect, and anything coming in takes good damage. I mean, we probably switch out of Calyrex as well, right? We could Nasty Plot, but or we Nasty Plot and get it set up for after the Zamazenta swept through with body press. I don't mind having the Farigiraf lots on the field though, so let's Nasty Plot, let's body press. It's like a Limitless Tool. Nice! Hands comes in. The double switch. So probably Ice Rider. Oh, I tell you what. Astral Barrage there just would have been really nice. Oh, that could have put us in the driver's seat, actually. Okay. So we're vulnerable to fake out on both slots here, but I mean, I don't mind it. We've still out there Trick Room. Could they have Swords Dance on Calyrex Zamazenta? Maybe. Yeah, and we get more recovery. Let's just double protect. Oh, we have Wide Guard as well. Noted for the next turn. So we still have Protect here. So at the end of this turn, that'll be 3 turns of Trick Room left? It's high horsepower, okay. Yeah, because of the Wide Guard threat. Okay. Is it 3 turns of Trick Room? 2. Yeah, okay, nice. We can... Hello, Nuzzle, we certainly are gaming. Incoming Sinister, yes. That's a good point. It could be a double switch, couldn't it? But then they're not really getting anywhere. We could... I still think we Astral, you know, and I think we cover for a Sinister. Who are they more likely to switch out? Maybe Iron Hands. Yeah, Body Press the Iron Hands. Oh, they stay in. Yeah. Why didn't I switch there? This is a question I'm asking myself. Why didn't I switch out my Calyrex there? That was great damage. I did not expect Iron Hands to take that so badly. High horsepowers. Tough, let's go into Rillaboom. So now, the last turn Trick Room. I think Calyrex protects. One more Body Press should KO. I feel like we just fake out the Calyrex anyway. Body Press the Iron Hands. Yeah. Let's hope this goes. Grassy terrain, just enough for it. That's the streaming advice before. Oh, nice! Good! I can't remember what advice I gave you, Hotbind, but that's very exciting. Glad you enjoyed it. What were you streaming? Okay, so there's no Grassy Glide. However, we can Heavy Slam and... Have we terrored? We have, haven't we? Oh no, so they've left them Miraidon, of course. We know they're full Pokemon now. So we can Wood Hammer, we can Heavy Slam. So Iron Hand switches. Sinister. Gonna set up another Trick Room. Should have gone for the Body Press. a berry. This is not terrible. Zamazenta really shuts them down. I haven't clicked Wide Guard once. Wood Hammer, Body Press, Calyrex. This way, if they rage powder, they get super effective damage. That was probably not enough. Life Chew, sure. Salmon Shiny Hunting, and your Pride Buns. Nice! Hotbind, great to hear. Tanky Glastrier. Yeah! Calyrex hangs on, of course it does. One more high horsepower is enough to secure the knockout here. I don't want to switch from Raging Bolt to it. So we can... Would a U-turn be enough? Let's try. Then we can Thunderclap maybe. I guess we protect against the high horsepower, I'm not sure. I'm kind of having to rush a bit now, everybody, by the way, because I really need to end before 7 so I can finish up recording with Tom Rock's Maths. Okay, fair dues. They go for the Glacial. So I hadn't clicked Wide Guard. Shame. Because it is tiny. Well played by my opponent. They called that. Right, here comes Bolt. What we can do here is Thunderclap the Calyrex and Body Press the Sinistcha. I think is probably our best play. Okay, nice. We get that off. Sometimes just go for the most simple, the most straightforward, the play that calls out to you most obviously. Is this going to be enough? Oh! I did wonder if it wouldn't be. Okay, this is great. So what, they have Frigoroth and Iron Hands. They can protect against the Fake Out. Oh, Iron Hands is so low, I've forgotten about that. Okay, I think we can just... So, Trick Room last turn, that's good. So, Double Protect is just the best play all round, I feel like. Protect and Protect. So behind back in this, yeah. Very strange, we did not get off to the best start, did we? Nice. Whew. So, is Thunderclap going to be enough? I'm not sure, but we can... Thunderbolt, Frigoroth, let's Body Press Hands. If my opponent could speed up looking in their moves, that'd be nice. Good. Nice, so I think that's 2 losses and 6 wins. I'm not sure. 6 wins? 5 wins? Can't remember how many battles we've done. Just for victory, they do get the KO on Zamazenta, but nice. So we played around the Trick Room well there. I mean, we lost the Calyrex early, which wasn't nice, but basically Zamazenta was throwing a spanner in the works because it meant that they couldn't Glacial Lances freely. So some reads that had to be made. The Terra Normal came back to bite them on the Sinistcha too. Yeah, Fun game. Satisfying one. Satisfying one. Very good. So that's another win. So I did one battle full stream. Let me just tot up the maths as to... Do we reach rank 9 now? I feel like we need to win one more before we reach rank 9. Quit battling. Rank battles. Yeah. So, 5 wins and 2 losses. Yeah, because the 2 other losses were disconnects earlier today. My main internet was playing up. Cool. Very nice. We will take that. So, everybody, as I say, I'm going to have to rush a little bit now. But... Thanks so much for joining me, everybody. Always a pleasure to see you. Again, all likes and subscribes, massively appreciated. Tom Rock's Mass episode of Chazingdra Chats drops tomorrow. I hope you very much enjoy listening to that. I had a fascinating chat with Tom. You're not going to want to miss it. 3 p.m. on UK time on YouTube, at Chazingdra across all socials. I'll be back streaming tomorrow, hopefully. Possibly more VGC, actually. I've done a lot of shiny hunting the past couple of weeks. I feel like I want to do... make inroads into VGC for the next few streams. But we'll see. Maybe it'll be more shiny hunting. I'm not sure yet. But I hope to see you tomorrow. That'll be more than normal time, so more like 5:36 UK time, so an hour later than today's stream. And I hope to see you there. Likes and subscribes massively appreciated. Nearly 1,600 subscribers once more. So hope to see you tomorrow. All help towards that goal. Yeah, and exciting times for the channel. Fantastic. Well, thank you, everybody. I'm going to say a quick goodbye to you. Have to record the final bit with Tom Rock's Maths now for the podcast. So, thank you for joining, everybody. Wonderful to see you. So many names. Hope to see you tomorrow. Have a very merry rest of your day.